Okay, on this one, we have distance from home, and we've got distance, in miles and time in hours, just like on the last problem. But interestingly, this line is moving down. We should actually look back at the last one because there's something interesting to notice that I don't think we've talked about much yet. We get a positive slope here. Imagine you were walking on this line. If you're walking from left to right, the same way you read a book, wouldn't you be going uphill? The uphill slopes are positive. If we have a downhill slope, that's negative. So if as x is increasing, y is also increasing, then you have a positive slope. But on this slope, we can already tell if I was walking on it going left to right, I'd be going downhill. So we expect this slope to be negative. But let's actually calculate it. You have every single point you could pick is good here. I mean, they highlighted this point and this point, so we'll use those. But you could use this point and this point. But let's just say this is A and this is B. All of these points occur at intersections of the grid, and so that you would definitely know what X and Y is for every single one. So you could choose any 2 points. But I'm going to pretend I'm at A and going to B. So I'm going from 250 miles down to 0 miles. So my delta Y is negative 250 miles because I went down, I decreased 250 miles. Then I go right, so that's positive X. The change in X is positive. 0 hours to 5 hours, so positive 5 hours. 250 divided by 5 is 50. And a negative divided by positive is negative, so negative 50 miles per hour. And that gave us the downhill slope, the negative slope that we expected. The reason this one is negative is if you started a trip at your home, based on this title, if you started a trip at home and drove somewhere, your distance from home would be, wait a minute, I gotta rethink that, hang on. I take it back. The miles are your distance from home. So let's say you were at a relative's house 250 miles away from your house, and then you drove home. As you're driving home, your distance from your home is decreasing until eventually your distance from your home is 0 because you're home 5 hours after you started traveling from your relative's house back to your house. And so that gives you an example of a negative slope. Okay, negative 50 miles per hour. I don't see it. And if we didn't find it at all, that wouldn't be a bad thing. That would mean we have a chance to check our work. I really think maybe I did make a mistake because I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Negative 50 miles per hour. But let's say I really looked carefully and I didn't see it. Okay, well then go back and double check your calculations. That's how you can use this to your advantage right here. All right, on the next one, we've done these two together. On the next one, if you think you know what to do, go for it and then watch the video. I will, at the beginning of the video, tell you what the answer is so you can skip ahead if you got it right. And if you didn't get that answer or you struggled, you watch the video to help you understand. If you go to the next one, it's a draw it, slide it's blank, and you don't know how to start, skip to the video. Learn from the video, and then try the next one on your own. We've got 9 of these. We'll all be experts by the end.